I'm Felicia,
And I'm Ian.
and we are the Paranormal Lovers.
Hello, paranormal dudes, dudettes, and dudays. Welcome back to another episode of the Paranormal Lovers.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Thanks for joining us for episode 51. Why did my notes say episode 50?
I don't know. Maybe you plan to do it on 50, maybe?
No, I think I just messed up. I don't know.
It's 51.
It is 51. One more.
One more.
We'll hit a year.
So next episode will be the year-long episode, or the
Year episode. 1
year
year anniversary.
anniversary of our podcast.
Yeah. We're actually going to be doing a live stream.
Yep. So you guys come and join us
on December 29th. I was wondering, we were talking about going to the movies. Did you want to do the 2 or the 4?
Let's try to do the 2.
Okay. So if we do that, it'll be over by like 4:30, eat. So say 7.
Yeah, because if we do it later on in the evening, more people will be able to come check us out.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is later than us because we live on the East Coast.
Yeah. So December 29th, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do a live stream on Instagram.
Woo!
You can come and check it out on Instagram at the Paranormal Lovers for updates. And we'll let you know. Let's see, when does this come out? Well, this is not going to be the only episode you're going to hear about it on. So,
yep.
So it'll be Friday.
Yep.
All right.
So 2 days after this airs, then come join us on Instagram.
The Friday after Christmas.
Yep.
All right. What did you love about this week?
This week, there wasn't a lot. I had like the holiday curse going on at work. They were just like working us to death because they're going to be shut down for a week.
Yeah.
So I love that they're going to be shut down for a week and I get a little bit of time away.
I love that Friday was your last day of work for like 9 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting over here like on my 6th day the other day. Got yesterday off. Worked 4 hours today. So I look so tired, y'all, because I'm tired.
You got the double holiday curse.
Yeah. And then I get Christmas off. And then I go back for 3 days.
Yep.
So
Mama Bear is going to be tired.
Mama Bear is tired. I could use a hibernation.
Yeah. What did you love about this week, baby? Same, huh?
Pretty much. Like I said, I worked like all week. We've been so busy. I guess like we had like little Christmas days at work. So like one day I got to wear pajamas and I got to wear an ugly sweater.
I bet that was cool.
That was fun. It was nice to be able to dress in something other than my uniform.
I'd go change molds in PJs if I had to.
If we could.
If I could.
If you could. That was fantastic. Like I looked like dumpy, but I was like, I'm in fucking pajamas. I don't care.
Yeah, comfortable.
So comfortable.
I'm the kind of guy that like I'll go out in pajamas wherever.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
What was it? I like wore it to work and then I went and finished off like my holiday shopping at Walmart, which I mean, hello, it's Walmart. There's literally a website called peopleofwalmart.com, which is just pictures of people in terrible clothing at Walmart. But yeah, I don't care. It was fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is going to be our last holiday episode. Next episode, we will be in 2024.
Yep.
2024.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
I'll be turning 38.
We're recording this on Christmas Eve, so.
Yeah. Christmas Eve. Woo. Yeah, I'll be turning 38 next year. You'll turn 43. Patty will be 7.
Yeah. That's crazy,
weird.
Isn't it?
That is crazy. Good thing we still got 10 months before we got to worry about that.
Yep.
So, you've actually heard me say this, and I've asked you this question before. One of my favorite things to do nowadays is to walk up to a guy and ask him, how often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Right.
Usually it's not a lot. I think you were like, not very often. But I did once have a guy that was like, you know what? all the time because like it's part of his family heritage. Like his family was like conquered by the Romans or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But so for anyone else who may think of them often, this week we are going to look at the Roman festivals of Saturnalia and Brumalia. These two festivals took place from mid November to the end of December. Brumalia was a winter solstice festival that was celebrated by the Eastern Roman Empire. This festival was celebrated up until the 11th century. It is possible that it was celebrated longer, but there's no reference to it after 1204 AD
Wow.
During the Fourth Crusade.
Huh.
1204.
So 1,000 years after Christ.
1204 years after Jesus died on the cross for your sins. What my sins? I didn't ask. The name comes from the word bruma, meaning winter solstice or winter cold. There is no mention of the festival before imperial times. Life during this classic era was mainly about hunting, farming, and the military. The winter months stopped most of these activities, so what better time to have a festival?
Sure.
The festival was tied to the earth and the crops planted in it. Farmers sacrificed pigs to Saturn, the god of sowing or seed, and Circes. I'm going to say Circe. It's Ceres.
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 Circe.
Circe or Ceres.
Ceres.
The goddess of the growth of plants.
Ceres.
Vine growers sacrifice goats in honor of Bacchus, also known as Dionysus. Dionysus, thank you. I had it the other day.
Yeah.
A nature god of fruitfulness and vegetation. He is also the god of wine, and goats are seen as natural enemies of vines, on which grapes grow for wine. So the growers will skin the goats, then they fill the skins with air and jump on them.
Well.
So like a giant goat whoopee cushion.
It's a whoopee cushion.
I'm disturbed. I kept reading that and I'm like,
wonder if it lets out screams whenever you jump on it.
Oh my god.
Like,
ah! blah, blah. Said a goat whoopee cushion. That's terrible. There was also feasting, drinking, and gambling, as well as prophetic predictions for the coming year. Most sources have the dates of the festival being from November 24th until December 25th. Other sources mark it as the 1st of March and the 1st of September, but it's most thought to have taken place between November 24th and December 17th. Another origin of the festival comes from Romulus. Not that Romulus.
Live long and prosper.
I was thinking of Romulus from he's the crystal guy, right?
Oh yeah.
Star versus the Forces
the timeout
of Evil.
guy.
Yeah. Not that Romulus. This is the legendary king of Rome.
Okay.
It was customary during this time to only break bread or eat with your immediate family. Romulus's adoptive father, Faustulus, offered him bread. Thus, this day was set to share a meal with someone who is not your family.
Nice.
The festival was popular in Constantinople. Sorry. I love that song. I don't know why. Yeah. It's like so damn catchy.
It is pretty catchy.
And I heard Constantinople and I was like, but it's Istanbul. And each day was tied to a letter in the Roman alphabet. It was customary to throw a party on the day that corresponded with the first letter of your name. If you had a large group of friends, you could attend 24 parties in a row.
Wow.
Or parties for 24 days in a row.
That's a lot of parties.
It's so many parties.
It's like stars, Dad. It keeps on going.
Let's party. Joan Lawrenci associated the date with quote unquote, I'm not sure how to say this word. There's a lot of H's. chthonic demons, chthonic demons, which is pretty much just earth growing, cultivating, agriculture demons.
Mm-hmm.
This, of course, was the turn of the church against the festival. Unfortunately for them, it made it a long time, even through the persecution of paganism by Justinina I. The emperor even celebrated his first consulship with Brumalia. There were no specific pagan sacrifices or cults, and it was such a regular part of his court and his people's lives that the emperor had no problem with anyone celebrating.
Right.
In Constantinople okay, check this year. 1690 or 6, not 16. See, my brain went, we can't go far that back. Can't go back that far.
Right.
In Constantinople in 692, the Council of Trullo passed 62 canons, one of which prohibits the celebration of many things, including the Brumalia festival. They were still celebrated, although altered, of course, to blend in with Christian festivals.
For like 500 something years, huh?
Mm-hmm. This is like the original pagans are the reason for the season.
Right.
Because Jesus, like, this was less than 1,000 years when this canon was passed after Jesus died.
Right.
So they're like, okay, let's move his birthday, 7 months into the end of the year. I don't care what y'all say. He was born in spring. Okay.
Make him the festival instead of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
All right. So, quoted from Byzantine administrator John the Lydian, quote, the so-called Calends Vota and Brumalia in the public gathering on the first day of March, we wish to completely eliminate from the lives of the faithful. Also, all popular women's dances, which have the potential to cause great harm and ruin.
No.
Because women moving their hips causes great harm and ruin. As well as dances and rituals performed in honor of the gods, falsely called by the Greeks. Whether performed by men or women, according to some ancient and foreign custom contrary to Christian life, we reject. We determined that no man should dress in a woman's clothing, nor should a woman wear clothing characteristics of a man. Excuse me, in my fucking sweatpants. Not to wear mask of a comedic, satiric, or tragic nature, not to utter the vile name of what was his name again? Dionysus when pressing grapes into the wine press, and not to produce laughter when pouring wine into barrels. Ignorantly, or as an act of vanity, one should not engage in what belongs to devilish allurements.
So, no fun?
None.
Like, just anything that's fun?
Therefore, those who henceforth, knowing this, dare to do anything from the aforementioned, if they are clerics, we command to be expelled from the sacred order. If they are lay people, they are to be excluded from the communion of the church. End quote. No Jesus flesh for you. If you want to go walking around in some pants or wearing a dress or dancing, don't dance.
So they didn't have any Scottish people there, did they?
No. For some reason, it just feels like Footloose. Like, you can't dance, you can't do this, you can't do that. And no, they didn't, because it was Rome.
Right.
Rome. They had togas.
Right.
Is that the ones that wore togas?
Yeah.
Okay, so what in their definition was characteristics of a men's clothing?
Right.
Like, if you're all fucking running around in togas.
Pretty much a dress, right?
It's like a giant robe. Like,
just like a sheet. Like, what's the difference between a sheet and a dress?
Well, what is the characteristics of a man's clothing versus a woman's clothing? Like,
it's pink.
Y'all didn't have pants. Well, see, back in the day, pink used to be a boy's color because it was red, close to red, and it was strong, and blue was a girl's color because it was soft and feminine.
Right.
And then somebody said, no, let's flip it around. Probably somebody from America, from the US.
Oh, man.
Oh, they do this in England? Let's flip it. We don't want it. No.
It's wrong. It's the wrong way around.
It just,
It's got to be a darker shade.
like, they can't even get along with each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were slaves and stuff, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But it seems like all these people were like of the same race and stuff. They just had to fight about who to worship.
Right.
And how to do such worship. Like,
sure.
Saturnalia was celebrated directly after Brumalia, and I hope I'm saying those right. Might be Saturnalia or Brumalia. I like Malia and Nalia.
You should have looked up Indigenous Tales French, dude.
The French guy. It is Saturnalia. Like, okay, that's what I thought. It was once just one day festival created on December 7th, so it ended Brumalia. But by year 131 BC,
131
before Christ, so 130 years before he was born, it had stretched to a little over a week long. 131 BC. This is probably
so
one of
500
the oldest
years
festivals.
before they banned the festival. No, 700 years.
Yeah, it was probably close to like 800 years before they the canon was passed to ban it.
Right.
So it was 131 years before Jesus was born, and then it took another 700 years for them to ban it.
Yeah.
Everyone had time off for this festival. Courts and businesses were shut down. Schools were closed. And everyone took time to decorate and to change into festive clothing known as synthesis. That is probably not how it's pronounced, but that's literally how it's spelled.
Mm-hmm.
So, synthesis. Enslaved people, because Romans, were able to take some time off to enjoy the festivities as well. In some households, the enslavers even went as far as serving their enslaved people.
Oh, that's cool.
But first, the enslaved people had to prepare the feast. So, like, we're going to serve this to you, but you got to remember where your place is. But so you got to cook it.
Right.
Which, like, almost like, you know what? I cook a lot. If you would make me my plate and bring it to me after I cook it, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
The time was spent gambling, singing, feasting, and gift giving. A common gift was a wax tapered candle known as a cree. It is Cerei.
Siri?
Kiri? I don't know. To signify the returning light after the solstice. Small terracotta figurines called signallaria were given on the last day, known as sigillaria. It's making me think of Sig. A common custom was electing a quote unquote king of Saturnalia. They would give out orders to people.
The citronella candle?
Saturnalia, thank you. Yeah. Listen.
We got to get rid of them bugs.
I'm so tired. Don't make fun of the way I'm talking.
You're good.
They would give out orders to people and watch over the festivities. Now, some sources claim that they were sacrificed on the last day, but I only saw it like once, so I'm thinking it's probably just rumors attempting to demonize the festival.
Right.
But there was talk that there's a possibility, like way back in the day before Yeezy was born, that there were human sacrifices.
Right.
So We don't know. Saturnalia is thought to be the Roman equivalent of the Greek festival Chronia. Chronia celebrated Kronos, or Chrono. Is it Chrono or Kronos?
Probably Kronos,
I think it's Kronos.
like the sun god or whatever.
He's a god of grain harvest, the god of the golden age, and the father or precursor of Zeus. So he's Zeus' daddy.
Yeah.
In Chronia, they were also allowed their enslaved population to celebrate in the festivities and also to be served. Chronia, however, was celebrated in late July and early August as a midsummer or first harvest festival. Whatever you celebrate, whether it's Saturnalia, Christmas, Yule, solstice, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. Sorry. Every time I say Hanukkah, every time I get Adam Sandler stuck in my head.
I was singing that at work.
I've been singing it at work too, because one of my bosses is Jewish.
Yeah.
And so I'm always like, happy Hanukkah.
Yeah. Like I barely know the words to that song, and I was like humming it, singing it at work.
Yeah, I used to have it on a CD. I wish I still had this CD. I have no idea what happened to it, and I don't even remember who gave it to me. Somebody gave me this mix CD.
It's what made him famous.
That song on it.
Yeah.
It had Cartman singing In the Ghetto with Elvis. It had Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo on it.
Nice.
And
about forgot about that one.
The only other one I can remember was Rodney Carrington's Dear Penis.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, those songs have been like popping back in my head recently. I'm like,
that's awesome.
God. I wish I knew what happened to that CD because it was ridiculous.
Hilarious.
But Cartman and Elvis doing In the Ghetto, that one was actually pretty cute.
I bet it was good.
Like, it was pretty good.
Like when he did the one that was like, I'm sailing away.
Yeah.
That song was good.
My cook was listening to that the other day at work. Yeah. It came on like after MC Chris, and I was like, you and my husband would get along real fucking well.
Hey, MC Chris.
Someday, maybe.
Right.
Or like Twisted or any of those ICP people. Hi.
Hello.
Whoop whoop ninja. All right. So whatever you celebrate, spend time enjoying the darkness and slower pace of this season. Take the time to release things that are holding you back and set your intentions for the new year.
Without darkness, there wouldn't be light.
This is true. And we need the death of stuff so new things can regrow.
Yeah.
In the springtime. And we just had solstice 2 days ago. So the sun's making her way closer to us again.
Nice.
And before you know it, I mean, it hasn't even got cold here yet, which
yeah.
Knock on wood. I'm not looking forward to it getting cold.
That's humans just like messing it up, but in my opinion.
Well, I've talked to a lot of people about this, and the climate does cycle.
Yeah, it does.
But we are exacerbating that cycle. We're speeding up that cycle, and we need to slow the fuck down.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we've already screwed ourselves in that, so all we can do is prepare for when the world ends. Yay!
Yep. Make the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
Love your peeps.
Yeah. All right. If you would like, you can follow us on Instagram at The Paranormal Lovers. See our videos on YouTube at The Paranormal Lovers. Send us an email or a listener story, comments, topic suggestions, whatever, to theparanormallovers@yahoo.com. And head on over to our website and check out our merch at theparanormallovers.com. And guys,
don't forget our live stream.
Yeah, don't forget the live stream December 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
In the East. So if you're in California, it's going to be 4.
Yep.
So hopefully you can hop on.
Yeah.
Come say hi to us. And guys, we will see you in 2024. Let's leave 2023 behind us. Fuck this year. No.
You guys stay safe for the holidays.
Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't fucking drink and drive.
Yeah, don't do that.
Call an Uber. Call your mama.
It's too easy to get an Uber.
Don't drink and drive. I'll come fight you. I'll kick your ass. Don't do it.
Call me. I'll come Uber you.
Yeah, I mean, if you have our phone number, then come call us if you're in like Haywood or Buncombe County. Don't call us if you're in Jackson. We don't go that way. I'm just saying, I don't want to go over the mountain.
We love you guys.
Yeah, and we will see you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.